I spoke to your mum. I interviewed her a while back for a piece on Ringside about mothers and boxing, and she said that she really struggles to watch you fight, and she went out to Atlantic City, yet she did not watch you fight. She paced up and down the boardwalk. How do you find her sort of reaction and how she copes with you boxing?
Yeah, I'm a baby, and I'm a firstborn. No, it was an excuse for a holiday for her, I think. But what she usually does, I suppose everyone's different. Some mums, you know, we see the piece on what Sky done about the mums, and some have different approaches to watching their sons fight, and some are really hands-on and want to get in there, and some take a step back. And, you know, even though my mum takes a step back, she's always there to support me. And
she's been a huge influence for you.
Oh, she has. She's really helped me on, and, you know, if I need anything, whether it be food or anything picked up, she's always there for me, or even just, you know, it's a tough sport, even a shoulder to cry on, if you like. And she's always been there for me. And what usually happens, I'll fight, we'll ring her up to the result, then she'll watch it back.
She can't even watch the TV either?
No, she won't even watch it live on telly. She'll find the result first, and then she'll have all the girls round, like my nan and whoever else, and they'll all come round and watch it.
Now, you're a parent yourself, so if your child wanted to go into boxing, knowing the sport as well as you do, how would you feel about it?
I'll probably try and put them off it, to be honest. I mean, I started boxing because of my dad was a boxer, but he never pushed me into it. It was something, I suppose, being a boy, being the eldest, I wanted to make my dad proud, and it was just something I had done to try and do that. And he never once pushed me into the gym or even showed any interest to start off with at first. And it wasn't until I said I had my first amateur fight that he's become my #1 fan. But to be honest, you know, there's easier ways to earn your money out there, and I'll probably, if I do have a son one day, be giving him a football, as I wish my dad gave me one instead of a pair of boxing gloves.
Talking about family, your family have obviously experienced unbelievable personal tragedy when you lost your younger brother Gary in a car accident, and you thought about quitting the sport altogether. Who or what sort of pushed you back into it?
A combination of things, really. Tony was a massive factor. You know, I couldn't have done it without Tony. I couldn't do it now without Tony. That was huge. I had so much support from family, friends.
He was a boxer himself, wasn't he?
Gary was, yeah. He was a real naturally talented one, and there's no doubt he'd be in this position where I am, if not now, but eventually. But yeah, I had a lot of people helped me. You know, family were fantastic. You know, and I really needed the support to get me back in the gym, and I did attempt to get back in the gym once, and I just couldn't do it, and I had to take some more time out, and it was just a void, and I wasn't content with what I'd achieved yet in boxing, whether that be my own achievements or my brother's, and for that reason I got back in the gym, and I've been doing it ever since for the both of us, if you like. You know, I put in so much hard work and time and effort into boxing that I feel it owes me something now. I deserve some success, and like I say, Gary would have no doubt been in my position. So it is proud for me to get in the ring and achieve and win some of these titles that I never dreamt I would have for the both of us.
And when you go in and you do a little prayer, is that sort of for him?
Yeah, always. Just, you know, sort of ask for health and strength off of God, and sort of say, you know, get my back, Gary, if you like. And then it does. That's another thing, you know, I say about the supporters sort of pushing me along when things get hard. I always sort of feel as if my brother's there with me at times when things get hard. I don't know if that's me bringing it up subconsciously, and it sort of gives me a drive, but there's always something there when it gets tough, you know, it drags me through it.
Now, moving on to another passion you have, besides boxing, it's a passion we both share.
Yeah, we share.
And that's Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah.
Now, I know you went to Munich for your 30th birthday to watch us lift the Champions League. Now, besides barring possibly the birth of your daughter, was that the best night of your life?
100%. I would have said that if you didn't bring it up. It was, yeah, definitely. How can you beat that? It was unbelievable. Actually, on my birthday, we went. There was 5 of us went, and I was the only one. Just friends, and we drove there, 12-hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 12 hours, and I was the only one who got a ticket, and it was fantastic. You know, when we, you know, Drogba scored that penalty, there was grown men, you know, crying, tears in their eyes, and I haven't stopped smiling or watching it since.
I was going to say, how many times have you watched
Do you know what? I've got them both recorded, the ITV and the Sky Sports one, and I just go back and forth watching them constantly. I couldn't tell you how many times I watched it. Not just saying it. Whenever I'm bored at home or I just need a bit of cheering up, bang it straight on.
Did you believe we could do it? Because we had such a journey there with the Napoli game and the Barcelona down to 10 men.
Yeah.
Even, getting there and them scoring the 86th minute.
Yeah.
Did you really believe we could do it? Because in a sense, for me, it felt like we'd almost lost 3 times.
Yeah.
With then Drogba coming back, then the Robin penalty, then Mata missing on first penalty shootout. I was just the range of emotions.
For me, you hear people saying it's got to be your turn. It's got to be all the But I suppose me being a fan, I can be quite negative sometimes. I think, well, our luck's going to run out. We can't do it again. And I was a bit sceptical. I wasn't sure if we could do it. And everyone's saying, oh, yeah, it's your turn, it's your turn. And when they scored, I thought, oh, that's it. There's no chance now. And then the main man, the governor, stepped up and
what way to end his career?
Oh, it was unreal. I mean, that header, I was behind the goals where the Chelsea fans were, and we were just going absolutely mental. And what a fitting way. I mean, I was sort of urging Drogba to leave, if you like, because you have to go out like that. You cannot carry on, and it was unreal. Now it's there.
How's it compared to winning titles?
Well, I'm telling you, it was up there. It was just the best feeling ever. It was unreal. It was fantastic, and it's a 30th I'll never ever forget.
Now we've obviously signed very good players: Hazard, Oscar, Man.
Yeah.
What are your predictions for us this season?
It's going to be tough to compete with the Manchesters again, especially City with the depth they've got.
And United with Van Persie as well.
Van Persie, yeah. I was going back to Oscar. I was a little bit gutted about him getting the 11 shirt. I don't know why. I know we couldn't retire it, but I was a little bit gutted. But
it's quite a feat to follow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and I hope he does anyway. But it's going to be tough for us, but we're in with a shot anyway.
And do you go to a lot of the games?
Yeah, all the home games. Well, the majority. Matthew Harding Lower.
Okay, proper diehard fan.
Yeah.
Now I know you watched. You met a lot of the Chelsea boys in Munich.
Yeah.
And your fight is on an international weekend, so you're not missing a Chelsea game. And there's an England game the night before. So do you know if a lot of the boys are going to come and support you?
Hopefully, fingers crossed. You get a lot of people saying they're going to come, but then I think they're a bit worried about security and whatnot. Some of the top players, but I know Jody Morris is coming. If Lampard does come, he'll come with Jody. So there'll be a few. I think Joe Cole might come down from Liverpool. He said he's up for it. Ryan Bertrand. So a few of the boys hopefully will turn up.
Now, going back to boxing, obviously you said, your goal, and you don't want to hang up those gloves until you've got that world title. What sort of opponents do you see coming up, and what route do you think will take that?
Well, I think, I've got the ability to beat any of the other world champions out there, and I've proved it against the sort of standout in the division. If you like, it's Martinez and the rest. So any other world champion they put in front of me, I'm sure I've got the beating of. I mean, we've got Daniel Gill, Felix Sturm coming up soon in a unification fight. So it'd be interesting to see if I could, perhaps get the winner out of that. Obviously, my next fight being for the IBF Intercontinental, that puts me right in line for the IBF. So,
do you have a time frame?
As soon as possible, really. I'm getting old, but I feel I'm in my prime. We said the likes of Chris Kemp on board. I feel I'm, getting fitter and stronger. The work I'm doing with Tony Sims, I'm feeling better than ever. And within the next 2-3 years, I'd like to have won it and defended it a few times and have my feet up, sipping a pina colada somewhere in Spain.
Well, listen, thank you so much for talking to me. Good luck for September the 8th, and you'll have all the Chelsea fans behind you.
Lovely. Thanks very much.